Hey guys, I'm finally back. I'm recording. I'm gonna upload, whatever. I recorded this part, but it didn't record, so I thought it was recording, so let me just do it again. The reason why there hasn't been any update or nothing on my social media, Snapchat, I'm going to tell you the full story. I'm not going to say what happened yet, but I'm going to get there later on. But it was a very emotional moment for me. But I'm going to tell you guys in a minute. So on Sunday of last week, my cat, usually he would, run around. He would climb curtains. He would climb on everything. He would just run around for no reason. That's how cats usually are. His name's Pepper, by the way, and I'll pop a picture right here on what he looks like. I don't think he ever been on this channel because I don't really, he never really comes when I record. He never really comes in this room when I record. And if he does, he's just laying down sleeping on my bed, since I record in my bedroom. So, yeah. So, that Sunday, he was acting very, very weird. I was recording for, that Monday, and it was I heard noises, and I couldn't see anything. So, I'm thinking it's ghosts or something, or I'm just imagining it. So I went back to this table and my makeup table and just started recording again. I didn't think of it. I thought I was just daydreaming of it. I don't know, daydreaming. Then I heard something else but louder, and I was like, okay, something's up. I need to do something. Something's up. I couldn't even show you guys anyway because then it would be copyright. But I was doing a voiceover video, but this was weird. That was weird at that moment. So I got up, went at the end of my bed, and I saw my cat under the bed. I saw his head peeking through, hey, how you doing? And he was just laying under my bed, just looking at me. I'm like, what are you making those noises? So he got up, and then went on my bed. I was like, maybe I'm just thinking of this, because he couldn't be making this noise. And then he was just laying on my blanket on my bed, and then he looked, he didn't do anything to make signs, he just looked like he was in pain for some reason. So I was looking at him, I'm like, are you alright, buddy? Are you okay? Do you need something? Do you need water? Do you need food? Are you okay? He just looked like he was in pain, So I was like, okay, I need to stop recording and see what's up with him. I stopped recording, sat there. He made the noise that I was hearing. He would meow, but he would scream on the top of his lungs when he does it. I was like, buddy, are you okay? So I was almost on the edge of crying because I didn't know what was going on. I picked him up because I thought that he maybe wanted water since he was acting like that, because I knew he was in pain. So I was like, okay, let me just pick him up, bring him to the water, and whatever. So I'm holding him. He's doing nothing to get off of me, which he usually does. He doesn't he's a cat that doesn't like to be held. Most cats don't like to be held anyway. So I put him down by his water, and he was just making noises. He looked like he was about to fall over and just lay there. But he was limping. And I was like, what's wrong with your feet? What did you do? What did you jump off of? Because we have a dog, Chihuahua Rat Terrier. His name's Peace. And he jumped off the top bunk and, broke his 2 front legs. But he's fine now. But, so that's the first thing that I thought. We're going to have to go get him cast. I brought him to my sister and my brother's room because they share a room. And I go in there, and I'm like, Abby, something's wrong with him. Can you, help me? You're the animal expert. Help me. Something's wrong with him. He will scream in pain, and then he would look like his legs are broken and, fall over. But he, obviously, I picked him up to bring him to the bedroom. And I put him down and I said that to her, and then she's like, what do you mean? And I put him down and he's doing nothing and just went up on the bed and was like, like just chilling. I'm like he was acting perfectly fine. I was like, and I said, just wait, like listen to him. And then he did that thing again, like he screamed, like he did his meow thing, but he was screaming it, you know? After that, all of us, like, me, my brother, and my sister was like, what's wrong with you? Like, seriously? Like, we were, like, hovering over him and being like, what is wrong with you? My mom came. I said, Mom, something's wrong with Pepper. And she's like, what do you mean? So I was thinking, like, his stomach. And I asked her, like, was Pepper doing something this morning? And you were yelling at him. Because he does dumb stuff, like he ruined things. So if he's like scratching on something, my mom would yell at him or whatever. I was like, did he do anything? Or what happened this morning? Because she stays up late to make cakes. So I was in bed, like I was like just passed out. But I did hear her like yelling at him. And I was like, he's probably just scratching something. I don't know. Like he always does every single night. Whatever. He's okay. And then she said, yeah, because he was trying to go to the bathroom in the living room, but he didn't go to the bathroom. Like he would squat down and everything, but nothing would happen. So I was like, okay, that's nice. Then I was just freaking out, and that day we were going to go to the mall, but I didn't go to the mall because I didn't want him jumping to high places, because every single time when he would jump down off the bed, he would just, like, scream and pain even more. So I didn't want him jumping on the top bunk and then jumping off, because he was weak. Like, he was very, very weak, you could tell. So I stayed home, and my dad stayed home with me, so we could, like if something happened to Pepper and I didn't know what to do, I would go and get him and then he would like help me, whatever. Me and Pepper in Abby and Dawn's bedroom, and we were just staying in there, like just chilling. Like I was watching videos, and the louder the TV was, he would scream more because I just wanted him to rest. He would take naps, but then he would scream and then he would take naps again. So I put the TV, I was watching Casey Holmes, by the way. And I put the TV at like 9, and he would just pass out like nothing, like whatever. But yeah, so that happened, and then the next day was Monday, obviously, because that was a Sunday. That all happened on a Sunday. Now, this is a probably long video, so I was going to do makeup, but I think I'm just going to do this whole video because I think it's going to be long. So I'm going to just do this video for you guys to tell you guys why I've been missing for the past week. But yeah, so then on Monday, he wasn't screaming as much, but he was only in the living room and the kitchen. Like, that's the only rooms that I would let him be in. I wouldn't let him go in my bedroom, their bedroom, the school room, my dad's bedroom. Stay in the living room, and that's where you're going to stay, because I need to watch you. And I was already depressed. Like, I was sad. Like, I didn't even know what was going to happen to him. I was scared for him. I was just depressed, you know? So I was just emotional at that moment. He would just lay down. Like, he wouldn't make those noises again because I think he was used to the pain that he wouldn't make the noises again, which kind of hurt me a little bit more because that means he's still in pain. He was just laying there. I was watching TV. I was focused on him and the TV, focused on him and then the TV. I would look everywhere where he would go and stuff. So, like, and he'll go under, like, the furniture that we have, like our futon or, like, the table, like the coffee table. And every, like, at least 5 minutes, I would get up and go see what is happening. Like, I would go see, like, if he's okay, like, does he need help, what's up, you know? So I was doing that, like, every 5 minutes the whole day on Monday. And he would always get up and move, like, an inch over to, like, he's right here laying down. He would get up to just move right here and lay down, you know? Like, he's trying to find somewhere comfortable, but he just can't find a comfortable spot. And we only had him for a year and a half. I got him to 2015, right? Yeah, 2015, Christmas Day. I got him on Christmas. Like, he was my first cat. Like, I had to handle him. I had to feed him. I had to change his litter. I had to do everything, you know? I mean, we have another cat, and she, like, I also have to do, but other people also have to do that, too, because she's a house cat. But she's, like, a family cat. He was, like, my pride and joy. Like, ugh, you know? So, he was my first cat that I had to carry, like, I had to handle, and that I have to, like, say yes or no. I had to train him. I had to do everything for him and stuff like that, because he was my cat. He was like nobody else's cat. Like, you could all, he was a family cat, but he was mostly my cat because I got him for Christmas or whatever. But you get the point. Then he want to go to the bathroom or eat or drink or anything like that. But he would squat down and try to go to the bathroom. And I was like, just go to the bathroom. Like, I really don't care. He would do it on the carpet. At that point, I just wanted him to go to the bathroom. Like, go poop, go pee, do something, I'll clean it. Like, just do something to make me feel better, and I'll do anything. I'll clean it, I'll do everything. Just like go to the bathroom. Then Tuesday came along, and probably the worst day of my life. This is the day that is the reason that I haven't been recording or posting anything on social media or doing anything on social media. Okay. Okay. So, Tuesday morning, my mom babysits also. And so she has to wake up to get the baby because the mom drops off the baby at like 7 o'clock in the morning or something. So my mom had to wake up, obviously, to get the baby. And after she got the baby, she called the vet to see like what was wrong with him, you know. My mom made an appointment with the vet, and the vet's like down the street from us. The appointment was like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I was still sleeping at that moment at 7 o'clock in the morning. And then I woke up at like 9 maybe. I don't remember. 9 or 10 or something. And I was just like still sad at that moment. Like, I was just depressed. And I got up. Like, I just sat up and I saw Pepper laying on the ground. And he's just chilling like he was doing on Monday. He was just chilling. This is a Tuesday, by the way. I don't know if I explained it. But that day was a Tuesday. Oh, I'm getting the goosebumps. Oh, I don't like it. Then he was just laying there, whatever. I was on my phone watching YouTube or whatever. And heard something, you know? So I heard something. I was like, what the heck? First thing I thought, Pepper. I jumped. I like freaking jumped off my bed and looked at him. And he is like, he was puking. And so I was like, but his pupils were like large and in charge, you know? So like his pupils were huge. Like they were, the whole time he was sick, they were like just the line, you know? Like, I don't know what you call it, the line. But his pupils were just get large, like fast when he would just puke. This was his first time puking since he's been sick. No, because he puked on Monday morning, actually. This was his second time puking. And I'm like, oh my God, is this like a good thing or a bad thing? Like has God answers my prayers? Like, is this a good thing or is this a bad thing? Like, tell me. I was just sitting there, like, helping him puke because he was on top of my robe. Because my robe was on the ground And he was laying on that because it's soft. It's like very, very soft. So he was laying on that. And he loves soft stuff. Like, he will die for soft stuff. He was laying on that. And this thing is pink. Like, it is pink. I'm like, puke on whatever you want, dearie. Because I don't care. I just need you to get better, you know? So I was just like sitting there, like helping him puke and everything. He would just lay there. He was still laying there. Like, he wouldn't even get up to puke. That would made me like just started to cry because he didn't have the strength to get up to puke. He had to just lay there and puke sideways. So that made me cry because that made me feel weak in a way, you know? So I called my sister and said, hey, help me, like, help me get him up standing so he could get the rest of it out. Because he puked already, but he, like, he needed to puke more, I could tell. And so I called my sister Abby to help me, like, put him up so he could puke. Obviously, he didn't puke at that moment. When we helped him up, he didn't puke. My brother and my sister just left, and because he wasn't going to bath, he wasn't puking, so I was like, you can go back in your bedroom now. And just by seeing him like that when they left, I started bawling. Like, I was crying like no other. Like, I was like, I swear, like, I didn't know that we had a appointment at that day. I thought it would be like the next day or something, and I was just, I was a mess. And just me thinking of it just makes me sad. Like, it was just horrible. So I was crying and whatever, and then I just stopped crying because I didn't like crying in front of him. Like, I didn't like him seeing me cry. Like, I felt like he was like speaking to me in a way, like thinking of it, and like saying like it's gonna be okay. So I stopped crying. Around this time, it is 1:33, and we had to go take him to the vet, and I didn't know until my mom told me at 1:30 or something like that we're leaving. And so I got dressed. I was ready to go. We put him in a container to take him to the vet because like I didn't want him to puke on me, you know. And so we went to the vet, and they called us in the room or whatever, and they were like looking at him. Oh, before on Monday, I think he had this hard thing, like when you like put, like, I was touching his stomach, and he had like this hard, just like squishy kind of thing inside his stomach. And so that was another sign for me that I know what the future is going to hold. Like, I know what's going to happen already. And so that was on Monday. And so then on Tuesday, they were looking at his stomach, and then they said that this is like normal for cats or whatever. For male cats, this is like 70%, like 70% normal for male cats, because I don't know why it's normal for male cats, but she said it is. And she said that there's like this sandy texture in his bladder or whatever that's making him not go to the bathroom, and his stomach will just be hard, not hard as a rock, but hard, you know. So he wouldn't go to the bathroom or anything. That's why it was hard. And so like they said that this is normal, and this is why people change the gender of their cats sometimes, because they'll have surgery for them to change the gender to a female, because female has a lower chance of having that, like a very lower chance. So female cats just like hardly even like gets that, like it's like mostly male cats. And so they were saying we can get him surgery to change him into a female, so this won't happen again. They were saying that we can get him surgery or whatever, And this is a short version of what they said. Like, they were talking about, like, a million stuff, but I'm just telling you guys a short version. And they were saying that we can get him surgery. Alright, this is the doctor saying this. We can get him surgery. Okay, we can get him surgery. But, there's a catch. He can get this again. So that just hurt me already, and I just, like, I don't remember when the first time I started crying, but I think that was the first time I just started bawling, and I was just done. Like, I was just, like, she said that there was a catch that it's gonna happen again, or he just might lose it during surgery. Like, he might just lose too much blood or something like that, and he just might, I don't want to say it, but just, like, die during surgery. So either way, it's going to happen again, and even if he gets it again, if he got surgery, and if he gets it again, then he's just going to, like, freaking, like, we're going to have to pay again for another thing of surgery. So it's just gonna happen over and over and over again. So it'll just happen and happen, it'll happen, and I'm just gonna, like, go crazy, you know? And you don't want your cat to be, or your pet to be in that kind of pain, you know? And, like, over and over and over again. So, and they brought the papers in for the surgery. And it was a lot of money for him to get surgery. And when Mom said that number, because my mom is the only, me and my mom was only in there. Like, my brother and my sister was home. And my dad was at work. So, then my mom said the number, said the price for the surgery. And I just wanted to, like, I was done. Like, I was done. Like, I couldn't, I was very, very depressed at that moment. Like, I never been depressed before, and that made me very, very, very sad, and that makes me want to, like, cry right now. Like, so that was very sad for me. And I was just crying, like, that just, like, I was just done. Like, I just started crying. I just couldn't think a life without it, you know? But then they were, like, saying that, and then, do you want us to bury him? Do you want to bury him? Do you want us to, like, give you ashes of him? And when I heard that, I was like, no, I don't want ashes of him. I don't want that. And Mom was like, how, like, if I would say bury him, like, what would you do? Like, what would you do to him? She said we would just put him in a box and you do the job, you know? And so that was a tough moment for me, because we had him for a year and a half, but it felt like it was like years and years and years, you know? Like, we felt like it was like forever that we had him, you know? And then they said that, do you want a paw print? Get, like, the stuff that you make, like, concrete out of, and they make a heart out of it, and then they put his paw print in it, and, I said, yeah, I would like that, and, whew, this is hard. This is really, really hard. I couldn't be in the room. I couldn't be in the room when they did that. I couldn't when they put him down, because that was our answer, to put him down. Because I didn't want him feeling like that. ever again, even if we got him surgery, it would still happen. Like, it would still happen. And he would have a million surgeries if he would have that over and over and over again, you know? So I gave him a kiss goodbye. And I went in the waiting room. And it was like a couple of minutes and whatever. And my mom came and get me. And I went in the room and he was just gone. You know, so. Whew, I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. But, yeah, so I was like done crying. Like, I was done. And so after a little bit, they kind of brought him to the room in a box, and I'm not going to tell you guys when I got home because you could obviously tell that it was just a crying mess. We buried him that day, and we have stones actually out there, and I go out there every morning, and I haven't gone out there yet because I wanted to make this video first, and then I'm going to go out there and just, like, talk to him. At least I know that he's in a better place and stuff. So, I'm going to show you guys what the vet gave us after, like, 2 days or something. Now, this is the paw print of him and stuff like that. It has pepper, and then it has hearts and some stones or whatever. And I thought that was really cute. I got that the next day. And then this is what they gave us, and it's like a little card, and it says, "Good friends remain forever in our heart, and you and your cat have been very special to us. May it help to know we are thinking of you during your time of loss." And then it has like all the doctors signed and whatever, and this was not printed out. Like, this is real stuff. Like, they like took their time. The same day that on the 2nd, that was the 2nd, by the way, the same day, my mom went to Walgreens or whatever and got me this, and it's just him, and he, it makes me so happy. But I look at this every morning, and I like literally I wake up, and then I get up, and then I like grab this. This is very cringy, but like I grab this and I kiss his little like face. Like, it's just so cute. But that's very cringy, I think. But you know, I do that and it helps me a lot. But yeah, that's why I haven't been posting on any social media for the past week, because I just felt like I needed time, you know, because I didn't want to just like freaking that happen and then I have to record a video the same day just for the next video. Like, I wanted time and just to let it sink in and know that he is in a better place, and it's better off this way because I didn't want him in that same pain over and over and over again. And so yeah, so that's my story for you guys. Like, I didn't think I would cry, but I did. Like, what the heck. But thank you guys for giving me some time and not unsubscribing because I really needed some time. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else to say, to be honest. Like, but just know that I was crying the whole entire time. My eyes was puffy. I was just a mess the whole entire week. And my mom even told me, like, next week, last week, she said, next week, you are going to be a new person. You're going to put on makeup, you're going to get dressed, and leave the house. Because I did not even leave the house. I'm the person, if you know me, I leave the house every single day. I leave the house every single day to go to, like, the grocery store. Because I don't like being at home. But now, I like being at home because it reminds me of him. You know? So, like, me being at home reminds me of him. I don't know why, but it does. And I would go outside every morning after I eat breakfast and just sit out there about 20 minutes and just talk to him and tell him what's been going on and just let him know that he's been missed and let him know that he was like the coolest cat. Like, I have another cat, but like some of these cats that I've had for most of my life, I don't really remember most of them, but I have one cat, and then I got Pepper, a kitty, and then Pepper, and she's really mean, and she doesn't really like people holding her. Pet her a couple of times, and then she'll bite you because you're petting her too much. That's the kind of cat that she is. But I still love her, but he was, I think, the coolest cat I ever had. He is a troublemaker. He is a snuggle bunny. He is like a freaking joker at times. Like, he's just like plays with you. He's the best cat. He's amazing. Oh, I forgot to say that this was his collar, and I have it like on me every single day now, and I even kiss it like mwah, like to tell him that I love him, you know. This was his collar when I got him, but then we took it off because it was bothering him. But he didn't like it, you know. But I still have it, and I always hold it like I'm sorry this might be a long video, but you guys can know the struggle. You guys know the struggle. I hold it, there's like a thing right here, so I put my thumb in there, and then whenever I like really miss him and I want to cry, I hold it like this, and then I don't cry anymore because I remember the good memories with him. I hardly have pictures or videos of him, but it's the reason why is because those moments were not, I wasn't even thinking of grabbing my phone because I wanted to like think of those memories, not like look at my phone, because like I didn't think of grabbing my phone during those memories. Like, I didn't think of grabbing my phone. I just cherished the moment as it was going on, you know? So yeah, but next week, so sorry, but maybe I'll have pre-recorded videos. Like, I'll have videos for next week, and I'll like upload them for you guys. But next week I'm going to Disney World the 15th to the 18th. So I'm going to try to get you guys a video, but I can't promise it, you know, because on the 13th of this week I am busy, and the 14th is Mother's Day, and maybe I could pre-record then or something like that. And then the 15th I'm leaving to Orlando to go to Disney, and then come back to the 18th. So that whole week I'm like gonna be gone. So yeah, so sorry that there hasn't been any videos out lately. You guys probably like can understand why there hasn't been any. I've just been going through some tough times or whatever, like I just told you guys about. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next video. And sorry for my ugly face crying. I didn't want to wear makeup because I knew I was going to cry, but I didn't think I was going to cry, you know? So, yeah, I'll see you guys next video. Love you guys. Mwah.